forget how to use this thing. It's been too long. I think we're good. What's up, people? It's your boy Tristan, back with another video after like a month. I've been busy, man. Had started the new job, like I think I might have mentioned in my last video, maybe not. But I'm working with Life Touch Photography. If you don't know who they are, Google them. They're probably done your school pictures, no matter what your age group, for the past how many years. Life Touch Photography, I just go around all the schools, do all the school photography, so your school portraits, graduating portraits, even some sporting events. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Been everyday grind, waking up earlier than normal. Some people it's just a regular, waking up at 6 o'clock, but for me, way earlier than what I'm used to. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. But now, like I said, I wanted to make my channel more photography based. So already started right beside my natural light source, which is low key in my eyes, but the lighting looks good. Another thing is that Instagram. So like my Instagram, been popping lately. I'm not gonna lie, it's been getting better. It's been getting a lot of good feedback on them. I've been getting a lot of inboxes asking me about my photography, or asking me how I started, just I don't know, different things like that. One sec, I'm gonna bring these blinds down a touch. There we go. Anyways, so yeah, so we're getting a lot of good stuff on that, but one pet peeve, so maybe this is just a photographer pet peeve, because there are a lot of photographers out in the world. Either you're professional or you're amateur. I'm not even talking about the professional ones in this video. This is kind of to the amateurs that are the hobbyists, the people that just do it for a hobby, for fun, whatever. One thing that I've seen though on someone that does that as a hobby, and they just started out, they said in June. So not that long ago, a couple months ago, three or 4 months ago, but they are now making blogs talking about how to make your photography better. Don't get me wrong, some of their shots they're pretty decent, they're okay shots, but a lot of the shots are way oversaturated, and that's what I'm kind of here to talk about, oversaturating your shots. So oversaturation, so we're going to switch over to the computer screen. Let's go here. Alright, so prime example, I'm just going to bring this up because I was editing these pictures. So for high saturation, so it's going to be around this area here. So the presence of the picture, you got the clarity, the vibrance, the saturation. So like what a lot of people that I'm seeing is that, first of all, like you see a lot of people with a very, like the clarity is very high. They have the clarity skyrocket, and then they'll have the sharpening skyrocketed as well. If you're going to do that, it's better to do the sharpening rather than the clarity. The clarity kind of brings out more of the darker tones as it as well. It does work for a lot of good shots, or I should say good shots, a lot of shots, and it works good for them. But it depends on what you're doing. So like, I don't know, I just kind of play around with it, keep it in the sweet spot. But I'm not showing you guys that right now. I'm showing you guys like the vibrance and the saturation. So what I'm seeing in a lot of photos is that people have it just like this. So it looks like very green, and very vibrant, very like saturated. So like that's kind of overdoing it there. Like you don't ever want that. So like what I'm seeing though is a lot of this. So like that would be down there, but the saturation would be so high. And then they'll touch up this again, and then once you have this that high, you start seeing the blue little outlines around the trees and stuff. And then same thing along the body. The picture that I seen that actually kind of just caught my very attention to it is that like even on mine right here, it's showing my person to be very orange. It's showing this shadow that used to be just a normal shadow, for example. Now it's just a blue shadow because it's the blue undertone. So that's what kind of was getting me a lot with a lot of people's pictures. I'm not going to drag it on, but it's like a lot of people's pictures, like the one I seen had in here, the girl that was in the picture, she had blue right here in her arms because there was a blue shadow coming in from a direction which caused the blue to reflect on her, but not as much where you can see it. It's just when you overcompensate for it and it just turns out horrible. So like, I'm gonna reset. So like, to have a picture like this, you're not gonna want the saturation vibrance so high. So it's like, you take it where it looks natural, and you bring up the clarity on it, and then you touch the contrast, and there you have it. Like you have the final project there. Like that's not even me doing the whole picture, it's just what I have right there. So what I'm saying is that there's so much people that are skyrocketing their vibrance and their clarity that it makes the picture look just not natural, not good. A lot of pictures that I did see is mountain pictures, especially as well. Mountain pictures, people have it so high up, just trying, especially on sunsets, just try and capture that, the different lights in the picture, which again you just would have to go down to simply playing with these. So playing with your color bars, and there's, let me bring up my reds, let me bring up my orange, or let me turn down my oranges so he's not so orange. If you want the grass greener, you turn up just the greens. So you can play around with these and have it all separate. It's just when you do it, if you don't know how to do that and you're doing it just everything all at once with the vibrance and the saturation, and then even when you even do touch the contrast, it kind of bring the shadows deeper in that as well, because that's what the contrast is. But it just makes everything look fake. And yeah, that's just one thing that just gets me. I'll be having more videos like this, more frequent actually, because it's just, I'm at a point where I want to be showing people, like, I don't know, I have a real passion for doing this photography. Found out recently, as you guys can see, that I'm like in the photography portion rather than the videography, which is me making videos like this. For me right now, the reason why I'm choosing the photography over videography is just because I just don't have the time right now to edit a full video all the time, especially with this new job. Once work slows down a little bit, I'm going to start recording more, obviously, and doing more stuff. But as right now, photography, that's what I've been doing. And yeah, so like a picture like that, you don't want the saturation that high. More of the story, I feel like I've been repeating myself over and over, but when you have a picture, keep it simple. A lot of pictures, if you have, especially if you have the eye for it, your picture should already be pretty well done as soon as you take the picture, like your raw file. Unless you're doing like a shoot I did last week or a week and a half ago of a car shoot on the weekend, and it was smoke grenades. I'll put a picture up here but that color shoot was done in the daytime or sunset, but also needed to make that vibrance of the colors pop more, especially with the car in front of it. That's the only time you should really be playing with high saturation, high vibrance, which actually, to be honest, I didn't even put high saturation, high vibrance in that. It was just more contrast and then brighten up whatever color I did use on that smoke grenade. So yeah, that's my rant. Saturation kills is gonna be the title. I don't know, I guess you can call this kind of series what I'm doing like photographers' pet peeves on people trying to just get in the door of photography. Anyone can do photography. It's great. I love how everyone has a different eye for everything, but some things you just, especially if you're not doing it right, or you think, yeah, if you're not doing it right, look it up, or you think you're doing it right, or you're not sure, look it up, look at your work compared to someone that's a professional. Like, go to any Nat Geographic photographer, or any like high-end professional photographer like Peter McKinnon. You're never gonna see his photos high saturated, so don't go blog about it and trying to explain to people how to make your pictures look natural and not oversaturated when your pictures are oversaturated. And that's all. I'm gonna try and upload more stuff for you guys. I'm gonna try and get more videos done. Here's video number 1. I'm actually gonna go film another video right after this, just so I have another upload for you for another day. But yeah, not gonna see much of me vlogging much anymore. It's just gonna be pretty much just me doing advertisement videos or different kind of promo videos or just something like this. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I'm gonna bring another like trial video to you guys. It's gonna be more behind the lens of a photographer, which is me. So, or behind the lens of a camera, not the photographer, behind the lens of the camera, which is me, the photographer. It's gonna be kind of behind the scenes of what I do, how I set up, and how I go on about doing a photo shoot. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and if I can remember my outro, I believe it is, remember to keep grinding, do what you love, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace. Still got the grind shirt on.